Jonathan Walker, and I teach GGOG 200, which is a Cluster 4 Global Experience class. This is my 11th year at JMU, and I'm in the IDLS department, and all my degrees are in geography. You know, JMU affords us a lot of flexibility as far as in the classroom. We have a lot of freedom. The JMU students are fantastic students. They're willing to learn. They have a lot of, they're real middle of the road in terms of their sort of politics and things like that. And you know, they're just willing to be shaped. And that's what college is about. It's about exposure, and it's about, you know, learning new things and willing to find out new information. So that's what I love about JMU. Well, first of all, the classes are all at 8 o'clock in the morning. And I feel it's a responsibility for me to give you something to come to at 8 o'clock. So I have a lot of energy anyway. I like to have fun when I teach. And, but also, I think it's my responsibility. So, you know, I just want students to come to class. The only way I'm going to have an impact is if I'm entertaining enough to come to class. Before the students come into the classroom, I have music playing. That's not music for, you know, my benefit. It's really just for theirs. So I mean, there'll be all kinds of music. I'll have 50 Cent playing. I'll have, some other type of music that just brings them in. And it's like, okay, you know, we can listen to music, we can be awake right away. And then the other thing is, I can't stand still. I'm all over the place. And I'm going up and down and around, and I'm also engaging with them. I use the Socratic method. So I'm asking them questions and asking them to participate. And that way, they can't be asleep. And the other thing about it is they're engaged. If you engage them, if you do this, then the time goes quickly, and they learn better. So the other thing too is, you know, I'm trying to do things. I do things to be, frankly, to be comical, but not. This isn't a comedy show, but if it's always going to be dry and dull and PowerPoints, you're going to get out of them what you put into it. And I like to have fun, and some people, most people seem to like that. Some say, you know, I didn't like that. And that's just the way it is. Some people will say, he's not my cup of tea. Okay, fair enough. But it's not for lack of trying to connect with them and to give them an opportunity to have fun to learn. Be curious and have fun. Nobody said this shouldn't be fun. And yet, I don't think a lot of the classes that people take are particularly fun. So that's what I do. By the way, I should say, sometimes I'm a fool. I'll sing, I'll dance on a table, I'll do things that are different, that will stimulate them. And if those things are things they remember, if that gives them a reason to come to class to see what the next crazy thing I'm going to do, so be it. Again, because geography is not a subject that people come in wanting to do, and usually there's 4 or 5 hands out of 180 students, is to just gain an appreciation for it, gain an understanding of the world a little bit better, an appreciation for different types of people. I've had students who said 4 years later, that was my favorite class, and I have on my laptop a map, a world map, as the background on my laptop, as a screensaver. And it's those little things, that mean so much. I'm passionate about geography, so if I can translate that passion in some small way, then I've won. So that's my mission. I think the biggest thing is that in American society, we are oftentimes bombarded with the idea that the world is a dangerous place. And yes, there are some dangers out there, but the world isn't a dangerous place. And if we can just open ourselves up to the fact that, if I go to Stanton, nothing bad is going to happen to me. Or if I go to the Philippines, nothing bad is going to happen to me. Or if I go anywhere, even to someplace that I'm completely uncomfortable. And I think that that's one of the things that really shuts us down is our worry. And you have to be open. And if you're open enough, your experiences are going to be fantastic. It's much safer. I've said that it's much safer for students to go to the Philippines than it is to drive around the Beltway, and it is much safer. Um, and you just have to be, you have to trust that things are going to be okay. But I think that we are worried about, too worried often, to try new things. That's a big thing. I am bored to death with the music that I grew up with. I mean, why would I want to listen to classic rock for my whole life? My life didn't end at 18. So I'm really interested in music that's popular, that's got an edge to it. I think Eminem is a genius and an idiot at the same time. I mean, some of the things he does are fantastic, and we should embrace that. And so there's always new music that inspires me. And so I just listen to everything. And I'm not the only professor who does. It's kind of funny, but there aren't a lot of us. But yeah, I'm just stimulated by all kinds of new things. Like, for example, I find Nicki Minaj to be really, you know, interesting, and I like listening to what she does because she's different. You know. So anyway, that's another wild example. Eminem and Nicki Minaj. I don't think you would have figured me for that.